Hello everybody, and welcome to my review video on Pokemon Reborn. This game was a masterpiece, and I'm very happy to share my thoughts and, kind of go through this with you guys. Now, spoiler alert, if you have not played this game, go play it. It is available, it's free. Do not watch this video before playing this game. There are spoilers, lots of them. So, please, go play the game first. But if you have, or if you're not planning on it but you want to see what this game's like, feel free to continue. That's on you. That's up to you. But please, let's get into it. Please enjoy. So one of the things that really caught my eye when I was choosing my next ROM hack to play was this little scene over here. This little screenshot of this part rather. You can see everything is just kind of destroyed. Something is very wrong here. I am a sucker for kind of darker themes. I'm a sucker for mystery games. And so when I see Pokemon and mystery and suspense and a little bit of a horror theme, I jump at it.
I'll take your entire stock!
So this game right here was very right up my alley. As you can see, like the Reborn City is just destroyed. The water looks disgusting. Something is very wrong here, and I loved every second of it. So like the entire city is just demolished, destroyed. Living conditions are awful. Everything is just, you're like, what happened here? Like what is this? And as you play the game, everything. The streets have giant holes in them. Everything is just, you wonder what's going on, and I love a good mystery. So this game really caught my eye. It hooked me really good in the beginning. So like, it was just, this is so good. I got really hooked really fast. You are going to figure this out, and you start to learn what caused it, and you learn that it's Team Meteor, and they're using the pulse devices to destroy things, which is very interesting and very neat. Speaking of the pulse machines, I think that was a great addition to the game in terms of the theme and the atmosphere. Team Meteor employs these very spooky looking ways to amplify a Pokemon's power, like poor Tangrowth, and poor, and Mr. Mime Pulse, the Clawitzer Pulse. Oh my goodness. They were just very spooky, very eerie looking, like the poor things. Like, what a tragedy those things were. Oh my goodness. But that was a great addition. I thought that was very fitting for the plot and the theme. Very cool. And speaking of the plot, so I can't get into it too much because there is a lot, but the plot is really well written. It goes back like 30 some years before the events of the game. But you learn quite a bit, and basically, to kind of put it simply, Team Meteor is using the pulse devices and other tools to basically track down 4 items, which are the Ruby Ring, Sapphire Bracelets, Amethyst Pendant, and the other one, in order to get through this door. Because this door leads to something very important, and I'll let you guys figure that one out. But they're really trying to destroy Reborn City and basically remake it, but in their own ideals, which is not good. And they're using the pulse machines, and these poor Pokemon are. You're gonna have to play the game. Now, there are a lot of dark themes in this game. Lots of not safe for kids things. But that's another thing that kind of hooks you, because, or at least me, because as you said, I'm a sucker for horror. I am a sucker for mystery and, eerie themes. And so lots of things happen that really make your jaw drop. The developers did a really good job of that. Things happen. Bye, Corey. And, you know, to that end, you know, there's lots of things that you would never expect. Like Titania. Killing Lynn with an Aegislash. Oh my god. Lots of things you wouldn't expect out of a Pokemon game. But they did a great job of putting that kind of stuff in there, and I loved it. That's just me. I loved it. That was so cool. Great job, great job. And it gives you that, you know, holy crap moment. You know, like, it makes your jaw just right to the floor. Now let's talk about the challenge of the game. Now, this game for me was harder than Emerald Kaizo. Go figure. For me personally, anyway. These fights, especially the gym leaders, were insanely difficult. Like, you might think, oh look, a Minun against a Stunky. Who's gonna win? The Minun. And it's because the developers put things in this game that give types certain advantages. And I don't know if this is true for like every battle in the game. I know it certainly is for the gym leaders, but the Ivies and Eevees are completely maxed out for a lot of these gym battles and important trainers, which gives them a very big advantage. And it makes these battles extremely difficult. You have to be very creative, and a lot of them make you regret your team choices, to say the least. But yeah, I had to employ strategies that I never ever thought I would in a Pokemon game. Like, if, for example, in the Radimus fight, I had to use Trick Room. I've never used Trick Room in a casual playthrough. I've used them in competitive battling, that's about it. So, like, the developers really wanted you to experience difficult fights, which is fine. I'm all for it. Like I said, I love a good challenge. Like, I think what the developers really wanted you to do is use every resource that's available to you. For example, I had to be creative against the Swallow fight and freeze the sludge terrain. Otherwise, he can't. So he stops healing. It took me forever to figure that out. But I think developers really wanted you to utilize every resource, and that includes taking the time to train your Pokemon, do quests, and we'll get to quests in a little bit, to get items, like Assault Vest, Choice Scarf, you know, stuff like that, to really help you in your fights, as well as get the right natures, because every battle in this game, the Pokemon that you fight have the correct natures. So, like Lycanroc will always have Jolly, and they'll have maxed out stats. It's extremely hard to deal with. Every fight forces you to be very creative. I had to change my team so many times because sometimes you can't use a water type. You just can't. And in other fights, you know, you had to make sure that you kind of trick the AI a little bit. Like, if you send out Delphox and Floatzel, and the AI has a lightning type, you know which one they're going to target. So you protect the water type and start buffing up the Delphox, or, you know, stuff like that. You have to be kind of creative. You have to kind of learn what the gym leader is going to do, or the battle's going to do, and you kind of work your strategy around that. So every single one of these fights took me multiple tries. Some of them took hours to figure out. Now, let's talk about some of the cool things in this game. Well, other cool stuff. Tauros riding. They put so many cool mechanics in this game, some things you will never see in any Pokemon game. You can ride a Tauros. You can make a Bouffalant smash a log. Oh my goodness. These things were creative and executed well. And they all come with the puzzles, so, like, you gotta be creative with these puzzles and try and figure out the solution. But, like, with the Tauros, you can hop back and forth over ledges. It's really cool. Like, well done. Like, you will never see this stuff in another Pokemon game. These were executed well and very creative. Loved it. Now, speaking of puzzles, The development team put so much effort and time into the puzzles that you'll find in the game. For example, Victory Road, the cart stuff, moving the boulders, getting the explosives on the cart to the pillars where they need to go, and the gem puzzles. Like, oh my gosh, these took forever. Even Hardy's gym. Like, even Hardy's gym, trying to figure out the sounds with the rock lines. Oh man, that's forever. These puzzles were extremely creative. You gotta be on top of your game to figure these out. So to the development team, well done on blowing my mind and keeping me occupied for hours. Now let's talk about the music. They did some great tracks in this game. Like even like what you're listening to now, the Peridot song, in the Peridot Ward. Wow, like I love it. It's just the music in this game gives you like a kind of like what the atmosphere, like for me anyway, the atmosphere. Like kind of like an eerie, gloomy kind of feel to it, and a lot of it's very like, some of it's very menacing. Like here, listen to this one. Like the music in this game was sick. Team Meteor battles, oh, that song is so good. They did a great job with the tracks. A lot of the music is like they're remixes of other songs from Pokemon. But they're all really good. Like, they did a great job, and I'm pretty sure GlitchXCity has a hand in all of that, because I remember seeing her name in the credits. So if you haven't checked out GlitchXCity, please go check them out. She does great music. Like, they did a great job choosing which songs to do, because they all just fit. They all just fit. So, really, guys, well done with the music choices. Really loved it all. Now, let's talk about shinies. Every shiny in this game, minus a couple of them, have custom shiny sprites. I do have a shiny montage video. I'll link it somewhere. And they all are custom. Different palettes. And they all look amazing. The shiny odds are 1 out of 93. Which is not bad at all. You could do a full shiny run. Easy. But they put a lot of work into those colors, those color palettes. They all look so good. I was so happy to see that when I first played. Shiny that we got in the run was Carnivine, which looks like PD Piranha. I thought that was cool. I liked it. And then the next few were just awesome. And then I get into the legendaries, which go watch that, because the legendaries are awesome. Loved them. So if you're a shiny hunter like I am, you'll enjoy shiny hunting in Pokemon Reborn. Lots of cool different colors. So please go enjoy that. The only criticism I have for for Pokemon Reborn is to make the early couple gyms just a tad easier. Julia's gym really was difficult, especially for that early in the game. I would say make those just a tad easier. Just to help newer players get up off the ground in the game. That's my only complaint. That's my only complaint. Everything else was perfect. Well, guys, I think that'll wrap up the review. Overall, this game was a treasure. This was an absolute work of art. I'm curious as to how much time went into this. There's too many people to give credit to. So I'll put better credits in the description. There's a lot of names, so but to the development team, Pokemon Reborn, I am very happy with this. This was a lot of fun. This was a great challenge, and what a great atmosphere. I was a huge fan. So thank you so much for putting this game out there. Thank you for making it accessible, and I'm really looking forward to playing your other ones. I will put a link to the website, as well as their other works. I'm excited to play Pokemon Rejuvenation soon. That's on my list of games to play, so I'm very excited about that. Guys, I encourage you to give this game a try. It is a challenge, and it will take you some time to play, but you will enjoy it. I guarantee it. If you're a sucker for fan-made games like I am. I also will put a link to my playthrough as well as the shiny montage. Please go give those a look. I would appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching my first review. I'm open to criticism, so feel free. Comments are open. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comments, and please hit that like and subscribe. Really helps me out. And we will see you for the next playthrough. Bye bye.